How many dinosaurs are we missing? Bro, from this picture, it says we're missing 99%. And I've watched a couple YouTube videos talking about how little of the dinosaur we actually find. That's crazy to me. Yo, big shout out to Jay Hona. He's becoming one of my favorite YouTubers, bro. I really enjoy his videos, so go show him some love. With that being said, let's just jump straight into this. I can't wait to hear the facts that he's about to spit.
Everything you think you know about dinosaurs is based on less than 1% of what actually existed. The biggest, the deadliest, the strangest dinosaurs you can name were probably not even close to the real extreme.
That's crazy.
Your favorite dinosaur is not as cool as the coolest dinosaur that ever existed, because there are far more dinosaurs than you think.
And I know he's going to get into how many dinosaurs, but I've always found this extremely fascinating. It's like where you go to Montana, you go dig up some bones, but the bones aren't all preserved. They're not all perfectly, I mean, some of them are, but an intact full skeletal system, the chances of you finding that, bro, is like, I don't even know. I don't even know the percentage, man. But you know what? One day I'm going to take my wife to Montana and we're going to go dig up dinosaur bones together and find our own. Okay, anyways, let's back to the video.
Dinosaurs ruled Earth for 160 million years. And out of all of that, we've only found about 1,400
That's
species.
it?
So
Okay.
how many dinosaurs are we missing?
A trillion.
Well, whatever number you're thinking, go way higher. Because becoming a fossil
I said a trillion.
isn't normal. It's like winning the lottery over and over again.
I literally just said that. The chances of a fully preserved, completely intact fossil skeletal system is slim to none. And you know what, man? I'm taking it to Pokemon. Let me just gap for a second. You remember in Pokemon, you get like the old Amber for Aerodactyl, you get like the Helix and the other for Kabuto and Amistar. Bro, that's what those are dinosaurs, but Pokemon version.
So what actually has to go right for a fossil to reach us? Almost everything. Because the second a dinosaur dies, the clock starts ticking.
So they gotta die, get covered.
Meat gets eaten fast, and the bones, they don't last much longer. Think about a massive predator like T-Rex.
Okay.
Its skull was 5 feet long and over 4 feet
Which is insane.
wide.
Look at how big that thing is.
Something like that doesn't leave much behind. But again,
that right there,
in over 4 feet.
This right here is one of the worst ways to go out, bro. Being on the toilet and getting eaten. Granted, he's not taking a dump.
From something like that,
but imagine.
Leave much
just
behind.
imagine.
But it gets even worse for the dinosaurs that weren't the
little
size of
ones.
Elephants,
I know,
especially babies. If a T-Rex eats you, you're probably just swallowed whole and digested before you ever have a chance to fossilize.
That sucks.
Which means the fossil record ends up heavily biased towards the biggest full-grown adults.
So the larger,
still, if nothing eats
the dinosaurs,
you, the planet still takes its turn.
The better the chance you'll find them.
Exposed to the sun, wind, microbes. And within a few years, potential fossils turn into dust.
That sucks, dude.
Really,
so we lose out on so much information.
Then the slimmest chance of fossilizing is if it gets buried fast. And fast only happens in very specific locations.
So like mudslides or what?
Rivers,
okay.
Beneath collapsing sand dunes,
okay.
Or near active volcanoes.
That makes a ton of sense.
Dinosaurs that lived everywhere else, which was most of them, we basically have no clue what they were like.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Today, there's some of the most biologically diverse ecosystems on Earth, with thousands of species packed into a single area.
So if we were to have a cataclysmic event that, you know, like let's say the asteroid that struck Earth, right, and destroyed the dinosaurs, did that asteroid then cause volcanic activity, which then caused the covering of the bones in such a quick way? That's why we were able to, like, I am so curious, bro. I just, and excuse my ignorance, I know, but I'm just genuinely curious how there are so many in Montana or in certain places, because I know like China has a bunch too. I've seen a couple videos, bro. I know that this dude has a whole, like, it's not an entire, but it's like a velociraptor. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, but it's like in his house in the Philippines.
And yet they produce almost no fossils. But it gets worse. There are animals alive right now that exist in a single patch of forest or literally a single body of water. And they'll never
pretty crazy.
Fossilize.
That's
Which
crazy.
Means if we couldn't see them alive today,
we'll never see them.
Zero evidence they ever existed.
That's true.
So if anything lived like that
Take
in
a
the
picture.
Mesozoic, we'd never know. We wouldn't even know there was something to look for. Which means entire lineages of dinosaurs.
Okay, we have ornithischians, sauropods, non-avian theropods, and then birds. So like
maybe the weirdest ones that ever lived could have spent millions
not
of
everything's
years
a
in places
dinosaur.
like these
So I've
and
called
left behind
aquatic
absolutely nothing.
reptiles
And those are
dinosaurs
just a
before.
few examples. Mountains grind bones into dust even if they got buried.
Really?
Deserts bake fossils until they crack apart before anyone ever sees them.
Okay.
We'll likely never see the true diversity of dinosaurs, because if you don't die in exactly the right conditions, you don't fossilize at all. So even if a dinosaur
so it becomes a
somehow
rock.
avoided all of that, and it gets buried in the right place and at the right time, now it has to stay buried for a minimum of 66 million years. For the
Damn!
earliest
Are you
dinosaurs from the
serious?
Triassic,
I didn't realize that.
230 million years. And over that insane amount of time,
That's insane,
the
bro.
Earth does
That's
everything
so long.
except sit still.
Yeah, it
Continents
moves and
drift,
shifts.
completely rearranging
Remember
themselves,
Pangea?
all while the fossils
We
underground
ain't
are
Pangea
trying
no
to
more.
survive. Mountain ranges rise and fall. That's how dinosaur footprints end up on the sides of mountains. And oceans don't stay put either.
Okay.
That's how we find mosasaur fossils in the middle of the United States, which is about as far from the ocean as you could possibly get. And sometimes
That makes
entire rock layers
sense.
with
Okay.
fossils inside them are dragged into the Earth's mantle where they melt. One earthquake and your perfectly preserved fossil shatters into pieces.
You got to dig up the
And
dirt
after
quick
all
then.
of that, there's one final problem. Even if a fossil survives for millions of years, we still might never reach it.
You only
Most
get-
of the planet's surface isn't exposed rock. It's soil, forests,
Okay.
cities, or oceans. In other
So
words, places
imagine how many dinosaur bones have been built over just because of cities.
where fossils could exist.
Question: are you guys familiar with the La Brea tar pits? It's in California, in LA, La Brea to be exact. Like, I've been there one time, but I was a like a middle schooler, so it was many years ago. I don't remember anything about it, bro. Is that during the prehistoric time? I'm gonna have to go do some
But
research.
we can never reach.
But comment
Look
down
at
below.
Doggerland. This
What the
was
hell is
a prehistoric
Doggerland? Where's that at?
landmass Now completely underwater.
That looks
We
like
only
Italy,
know
bro.
It existed
Europe.
because fishermen started accidentally pulling up mammoth bones and prehistoric human tools
Imagine.
from the sea floor. Now imagine all the dinosaur fossils that survived but ended up underwater. In fact,
Do they get
even if
damaged?
a dinosaur is buried just inches below the surface, they remain completely invisible to us. And who knows how many more are buried miles down.
I wish
But
there was
even if
dinosaur
it's
bones
exposed
underneath me
long
right
enough
now,
for us to
bro.
find it,
I'm turning
if we
into
don't find it
archaeologist.
fast enough, the clock starts ticking again before the Earth destroys it. So the fact that we found
So
around
how
14
how long when okay he's mentioning some points that I'm super curious. Like, how long do we have? Because is it like fast enough, like within a human span, like before those dinosaur bones are brittle and destroyed, or would it take another 1,000 years? Like, how long do we have to dig those bones up before they're completely destroyed or gone or withered away?
1,500 species at all is close to miraculous. Now, before we figure out exactly how many we're missing, I want to show you something.
Okay.
I teamed up with Creo Cards to make these
This is
field
cool.
report collectibles. It's the closest thing you'll ever get to seeing any of these dinosaurs.
These are actually, man,
Maybe
as a
even
card collector
little
myself,
too
these are something I would
This
purchase.
is something you can actually keep in display, and I'm signing every single one by hand.
That's
So
what. Hey,
hopefully
that's
my hand
dope.
doesn't fall
This is
off.
a
Pre-orders
his
are
hand fell
only
off.
open for 30
This is a
days,
cool,
so click the link in the description.
a cool
or
product that
comment
he's,
below if you
selling.
want one.
Go support
And
him.
Thank you so much for your support. Now, here's the part that messed with my head the first time I heard it.
Okay.
We've been hunting for dinosaurs for almost 200 years.
That's
So
crazy.
you think that
Was William Buckland the first one to find a dinosaur bone? Who was it?
discoveries would be slowing down by now. But if anything,
Nah,
we're
they've
finding new
exponentially
species
grown.
faster than ever, which just goes to show we're
Well, people know
nowhere
what
near
they're doing.
done.
People know what they're doing now. People know what to look for, and it's not just like a dig team. Like, I was watching this YouTube video, and it was a dude who's not like a college trained archaeologist. He's actually out in the field digging up these bones, and he knows what to look for, and he has a crazy collection, man. So
if
yeah,
we
it's pretty
can't
interesting.
count dinosaur species directly from the fossils, we need another way to estimate it. And it comes down to two things: how many species existed at any one time, and how often they were replaced. So the first thing you need to understand is the 160 million years of non-avian dinosaurs wasn't just a single long stretch of time. It was hundreds of completely different worlds, each one packed with animals that only existed for a brief moment before vanishing forever.
That's
Think about
crazy.
it like this.
Triassic, Jurassic,
Rewind
and
or fast
Cretaceous.
forward 500,000 years from any point in the Mesozoic, and every species you were just looking at has now been replaced by
Gaspaletosaurus.
something
Oh,
new.
okay, that went by too
repeating
fast, bro.
replacement is called species turnover. and it's the key to estimating how many dinosaur species there actually were.
This is interesting
Sometimes
stuff.
These turnovers happen slowly, as species gradually adapted and were replaced over time.
So it's like
Others
evolution.
were total resets, where the world before and after
Never
barely
mind.
resembled each
It's
other.
not like
At the end of the
evolution.
Triassic, for example, massive volcanic eruptions caused so much devastation that up to 80% of all species on Earth went extinct.
That's
Entire
crazy.
Groups of animals disappeared, and once those roles were empty,
Maybe that's gonna happen to us one day,
dinosaurs
bro.
established themselves
How many-
as the most
Okay, I got a question for y'all. Non-dinosaur related. How many times do you think human civilization has restarted? It's possible it has, right?
dominant
I don't
land
know.
animals during the Jurassic. But it didn't end there.
My history
As time moved on,
really is
entire
poor,
dinosaur
bro.
lineages faded out once again. The stegosaurs, along with countless
Damn,
sauropod
stegosaurs
species
look so
that
cool.
once spread across multiple continents,
What's y'all favorite
disappeared
dinosaur?
from the fossil record. And every time that
I don't know if
happened,
I have one.
new species took their place. By the time we reached the Cretaceous,
Spinosaurus,
dinosaur
probably.
diversity was at its peak. And to put that diversity into perspective, T-Rex, the dinosaur everyone pictures when they think of the Cretaceous, was actually a late bloomer, showing up only
That's
about
from the
68 million
Cretaceous
years ago.
period,
It only
okay.
existed for roughly 2 million years out of 160 million.
Super light,
meaning the most famous
super short
dinosaur was
lifespan.
only around for a mere fraction of what dinosaur life actually looked like.
That's
And
crazy.
yet, T-Rex probably lasted longer than most, because the average species might have lived for a lot less time.
Oh,
And
okay.
we can literally see this in the fossil record. There's a formation in Alberta that gives us a window into just over 2 million years of dinosaur life. And in that
Dang.
window, the entire cast of large dinosaurs gets swapped out 3 times.
That's
a
actually
turnover roughly
crazy.
every 700,000 years, which
But
lines
that's
up pretty
still a
closely to
long
what we see in
time, like-
modern mammals, where the average species lasts around only 1 million years. So if the same is
That's
true
a
for
yeah.
dinosaurs,
I mean, a million years is a
across
million years, bro.
160
Come on.
million years, that comes out to at least 160.
So that means that
separate
there's
turnover events.
millions of
So that gives us
of
one half of the equation. How many times the lineup
millions of
gets replaced.
species.
Now we just need the second half. How many
Dinosaurs
species
per
were in
turnover.
each of those
Okay.
lineups? But as we already know, the fossil record just can't give us
Damn, that
number.
is crazy
Modern
looking. Look at
mammals
that.
Can. Mammals today fill the same roles dinosaurs once did, from large
Migration.
herbivores to apex predators.
Oh, okay, never mind. I
making
thought he
them
was
our
talking
best
about like them
possible
migrating
stand-in.
and whatnot.
There's about 6,000
I'm an idiot.
mammal
Let me let
species
this man
alive
talk.
right now. The only issue, most of them are tiny.
Look at that
far
little-
smaller than
that's a
even
shrew.
the smallest dinosaurs. So instead, if we filter it down to mammals over 5 pounds, that leaves us around 1,500 species.
Damn.
So if roughly that many dinosaurs existed in
So
a single
that's a
Mesozoic climate,
guesstimate.
and that lineup turned over 160 times,
That's a
you're
huge
already at
number,
roughly
240,000.
240,000 species.
I thought it
of
would be way
dinosaurs.
more than that.
And that's not even close to
So
the ceiling.
it probably
the
is.
Mesozoic world was significantly warmer than today, and tropical ecosystems
Meaning more
have
life?
several times the diversity
More
of
life?
temperate ones. So if dinosaur diversity at any given moment was just double what it is today, you're looking
Damn.
at something north of 450,000 species.
Okay.
And that's before you factor in birds,
400 and-
which are literally dinosaurs.
Oh, that's
and
a
number
scary
over
bird,
10,000
bro.
Species alive today. If non-avian dinosaurs were as diverse as the
Non-avian
avian ones,
dinosaurs.
then 1 million total species of dinosaurs doesn't sound crazy.
No,
In the
that's
end, those 1,400
insane.
dinosaurs we've found, at best, represent less than 1% of what was really out there.
That's pretty
And though
crazy.
we'll probably never know the exact number, one thing
Time,
is
we need a
certain,
time machine, bro.
there are far more dinosaurs than you think. Don't forget to check out Creo
Bro,
Cards.
that
And
was a
thank you to everyone
freaking
that signed up as a
informative
YouTube
video,
member and
man.
supporter.
And what did your guys' what did you guys think about that? That was actually kind of informative, not kind of, extremely informative. I feel like he unlocked my third eye when it comes to prehistoric creatures. Between the Jurassic, Triassic, and yep, Jurassic, Triassic. Yep. Anyways, yep. I'm out.